there, Postal here. Today we're taking out a freaking great plane, actually. I mentioned it on my stream this last Saturday when I flew it, that I really like that wargaming, and there's a lot of things that, in my opinion, need to be fixed about World of Warplanes. Not anything that's like detrimentally broken about it, but just things that could make life better. One thing that I really like about what wargaming has done is your ability to earn viable premium planes. This is one of those viable premium planes that you can earn. This is tier 6 battle. That's nice. Got a Spitfire 5 that we should be able to outmaneuver, simply because we're spec and he's not. And for that matter, I'm spec for maneuverability. Because why not? Because I'm in an American fighter and blow people's mind with your maneuverability. You're American, you're not supposed to have that. Well, I do, suckers. So yeah, this is a tier 6 premium fighter that you can earn for free with some grinding. In fact, I'm trying to earn it about 2/3 of the way, probably a little bit more. Oh no, actually way more than 2/3 of the way. Closer to 3/4 of the way completed on it on the EU server. And you can just earn this just by grinding your normal shenanigans, right? And that's, like I said, just kind of a great thing about the earnable premium planes that are here in World of Warplanes, is that you can do it. They are not unattainable. They are not easy. Anybody that tells you either the XP-55, and especially the Vampire at the tier 8 premium that you can get is easy, is lying to you. Let's head on to the center. It took a lot longer to take this than I wanted it to. I'm going to blame it on my talking. So I've taken this plane out for that reason, so that way I can, you know, feature this particular plane as the awesomeness that it is. I'm also working on getting my my LA5 special pilot. The mission for this that I'm working on now is 75,000 personal points. Yes, you heard that right. Over any number of battles, of course. Will I have the boost ability to get to this B-17? Let's engage DOS boost ability and let's find out. Let's get our guns on target. Great thing about this plane is it's very low stall speed, meaning that I'm not gonna have to worry about stalling out. Of course, I'm not doing a whole hell of a lot of damage. Well, I guess I am doing a whole hell of a lot of damage. It's just the freaking B-17 has so much freaking damage to give that I'm not doing as well as I'd like. So let's actually go over here, and I guess I'm going to follow it over here and help us cap this freaking mining facility. Cool. Let's go ahead and get rid of this P-38F that's being a big old pain in our ass. Killing all our GAs, you son of a bitch. And it took over the center. Crud. No es bueno. Go ahead and head a little bit higher here. Yeah, that P-38F is doing major damage over here. Speaking of which. Probably gonna have all his boosts back. So let's not waste our time. I've flown against him before. He's a very good pilot. He's not gonna just keep turning. Trying to keep one eye on the map and one eye on that P-38. doesn't make me effective in my one-on-one engagements, unfortunately. Excellent. Let's head on over here. Let's get this yak. Nobody's got any mining facilities, but I'm sure that's going to be changing very quickly. Spitfire 5, sorry buddy. Seriously, Richard, I got this, man. Let's go ahead and let's get this guy then. Can we get some peeps over there? They just got the mining facility, so now we're going to be struggling for the win. Unfortunately. This ridiculous hurricane, of course, is moving away from me because it's just what happens. I am not going for that B-17. In fact, we need to just head back to the center. It does look like we could be pushing the our ability to get that mining facility over there. Come on, boys. Come on, boys. You know you want to. Gonna make the Spitfire 5's life a living hell. It hasn't already quit. No, he doesn't. That's good. Not that I want him to. Let's just go ahead and try to get as many freaking... So our mission is personal points, right? I would like to win. I definitely would like to win. My goal is always to win. But personal points come first in this particular instance, which is the funny thing about these missions, or about any missions in any game really, is more often than not, it's very difficult to have both at the same time.
You're on your own.
Try to get your cake and eat it too. We've got a lot of inbound planes here. Let's see if we can get rid of... So this heavy fighter in front of me is the Ki-45. It's bot. It's clearly not the P-38 that we definitely need to be paying attention to. Let's go ahead and... Come on. Excellent. Freaking bomber, dude, right? Well, alright, cool. That's what happens when you go up to 1,000,000 feet. Eventually you get caught anyway. It just takes too long. Alright, so we've got the sectors that we need to have gotten. Let's continue to defend the center. We've got a squall line here, so we're going to earn our Koza dub. Or try, anyway. Man, I wish this was a Chevron mission. Only got 10,000 personal points, but we do have... our grade 1. They need to watch out. They just captured that garrison, so they're going to be 1,000,000 freaking planes coming inbound this way. So we just need to be mindful, because here comes that. Yep. P-38.
Stay alert, pilots. Large enemy force spotted over the airfield.
Probably doesn't think I'm as fast as I am. Come on! Got him, finally. Whew!
Victory is in sight. Keep it up.
Alright, so we got rid of the guy that's going to be the biggest pain in the ass, to be honest. That's the Spitfire. There is a JU somewhere. Oh, there he is. He's over by our mining facility. So this game should be won at this point. I'm fairly confident.
Almost all enemy aircraft are destroyed.
Let's go ahead and... I guess we're just going to try to capture this sector. We can't get over there. Can we? Yes, we can. Whew.
Victory is ours. We're waiting for your return.
Oh man, we did. We got a Marseille though, and 14,000. So we'll take it. My goal is to get at least 10,000 per match, and that way I can get this mission done in about 7 games. But we were able to do 14,000 this time, so that'll certainly help us finish this mission quicker. Let's take a look. All right, so we were able to get 14,000 frags there. Frags. I wish. Oh man, that would be like holy crap, right? 14,000 personal points, which is working towards the mission. And just a great overall game, right? But that map was kind of set up for it. We were also not overrun by, well, honestly, this B-17D did not have very much of an impact at all. It was just too high up. But, I mean, that's what I hate about the B-17s. So I'd reach out to him and say, hey, you're flying too high. But, like, I've got no good, this is how you play the B-17D, because I think the plane and the Tier 6 counterpart, they both suck. This Tier 6 to a lesser part, because you can actually defend yourself. The B-17D, though, is just... it's flying turd, really. So he's just trying to fly high up. But by flying high up, he was being ineffective. So, yeah. It's like, damned if you do, damned if you don't. But you're more damned if you try to fly high up. I didn't realize we had a B-17D. No wonder our... no wonder our the mining facilities on each side were not being flipped. But anyway, so back to this particular plane. This plane is awesome. Really, really awesome. The fact that you can get it for free. The fact that it's a good plane that you can get for free at Tier 6. So it does make a decent amount of credits. You don't need a Tier 8 premium, a Tier 7 premium to be making all the credits in the world. Yeah, it's easier in those planes just because they make more. But Tier 6 is not anything to scoff at for credit viability. I've got some ridiculous stuff going on with this plane, so keep that in mind. I've got my F-86 pilot, which is made for maneuverability. He's also got evasive target on there, so he's really built for turning. That's how I've set up my F-86, although it's actually a balanced build. My pilot is a little bit more maneuverable. And then the equipment specifically for this plane has been made on the more maneuverable side. It's a pretty maneuverable plane to begin with. It's about in line with a Key 61. But once you've specialized it, and I've moved all this to advanced, and in fact, even better, I've got the experimental polished skin, which doesn't negate the maneuverability characteristics as much as normal polished skin would. I've got my airspeed up to a reasonable amount, which is why I was able to just barely stick with that P-38 for at least an extra second. And then my maneuverability is almost off the charts. Granted, there's going to be people that are above 100 for maneuverability of this tier, but for me, that's just kind of overkill. You're going to... Obviously, it's going to come in really handy when you run into somebody else that's incredibly maneuverable. But besides that, you're usually putting so much into maneuverability that you're not taking advantage of the other things that you could take advantage of on the plane. So that's why I'm going to be, I'm fine with the maneuverability where it's at. It's excellent. But I do want to have, and that's why I've gone with polished skin, I do want to have some airspeed on this plane. Be able to kind of balance that out. For consumables, I've got, again, if I'm in a light fighter, I'm going to put first aid dressing. This particular plane has 2 slots for the airframe, so I've used the pneumatic control assist. It doesn't catch on fire very much, so I don't use the bleed. And so I've just got emergency control system on here just to engage my wings and tail if needed. And then for the engine, I've got engine cooling. There is a viable argument to be made to have the manual engine restart here. With your engine being on the rear, it does tend to get knocked out pretty often. My setup doesn't necessarily warrant that because it's so maneuverable that I don't stay in one place long enough to get too many hits against me. We'll just leave it at that, right? But early on, especially before your maneuverability is maximized, manual engine restart could be viable just because you might get your engine knocked out a little bit more as you're a little less turny than I've got this plane set up. Keep in mind, I don't have it maxed out completely. This is advanced. It's not the legendary or whatever the hell they're called. Once you, what is it called? I always forget. Ultimate. I just go by the color, right? Purple is epic. Yellow is legendary. Green is uncommon. Anyway, or is green common and blue's? I don't know. I forget that. But I always remember purple and yellow. I don't feel the need for ultimate. I might eventually one day. But right now, in fact, I just upgraded this equipment to advanced, like literally just before this battle. It certainly makes a difference, but I had it on just improved before that, and it was pretty darn good too. So, anywho, hope you enjoyed this particular battle. If you have this plane, do you enjoy it? I see it out on the battlefield from time to time. I think that it's a very good plane, but you know, opinions may vary. What are your thoughts of this particular plane? And if you don't have it, are you looking forward to it? Are you on the grind right now? What mission are you working on the grind that is being a pain in the ass? Otherwise, thank you so much for joining me, and I hope you have a great day. Bye.